Sexual assault by definition is any form of sexual activity without consent. And so here in our office, when we're looking at cases of sexual assault that have happened to our students, to our employees, to anyone associated with our campus, they all come down to consent. It is like the crux of what we do. If someone doesn't have consent and does something, whether it's through manipulation, force, coercion, or just not paying attention to what the other person is saying through words or conduct, that's when it becomes sexual assault, and it's really a problem. But consent is in the definition of sexual assault and such an important piece of that.
President Worthen asked me to serve on the Advisory Council on Campus Response to Sexual Assault. This council focused on examining the university's response to incidents of sexual misconduct. Service on these committees made me all the more keenly aware of the suffering that is associated with sexual assault.
Here at BYU, we have students who are very trusting. We have a lot of dating that happens. It's very much a part of our culture, like it is at a lot of universities. So it's really important that as we're looking at establishing these relationships, preparing for marriage and the rest of our lives in eternity, essentially, that we are respecting that key concept of agency and consent in every relationship and in every intimate act that we're engaged in. So I think it's relevant everywhere, but especially here at BYU, where we're an institution founded on the gospel of Jesus Christ. And as Dean Ogles talked about in his devotional, agency is such a key part of the plan of happiness and what we're all entitled to. And consent is all about respecting someone else's agency, recognizing that they have the right to say what happens to them in their bodies, just like we have the right to say what happens to our bodies. So that's a really important concept, one that we as a university should understand, I think, better than anyone.
You can help by recognizing that the words and actions you choose influence those around you, including some who are survivors. You can stand up to others when you hear inappropriate remarks. You can also be alert for signs of inappropriate behavior in relationships and take actions to provide assistance when needed. Only by uniting our voices and actions to assist victims and promote respect for others can we help to end sexual violence.